So this XAUUSD analysis for Wednesday the 13th of June. Now let's just have a look where prices may likely go. So here on the XAUUSD, we've been a pretty range bound for the past couple of days, likely waiting for a news related event. Now we've encountered quite a bit of resistance around 1301 on quite a few occasions here. We posted a relative lower high in around below the 1300 level. And we're now seeing a breakdown from this 1296. So if we do see possibly a retest and a rejection of the 1296 levels that we are looking at here to the downside, for potentially finding support and resistance. If we do break down from this 1296, we're looking for a move down, possibly down towards that 1288. While being aware of the 1290 holding support previously. Successful break from which we're then looking for a move down to the 1284. If we fail to hold 1284, the 1279.42, essentially 1280, may just come into focus. Now, if we do have a particularly volatile day, we might see prices hit down to 1296. I don't anticipate prices moving much beyond the 1276, sorry. I don't anticipate price moving beyond 1276 here to the downside on the XAUUSD. If, however, we do break back above the 1296 and hold above the 1296, we're looking for a move back up towards that 1300 level. Where we previously encountered some resistance around 1301, 1302. But if there is the volatility to the upside, we're looking for a move beyond the 1305. Successful break from which we're looking for 1307. And if we can see prices progress beyond 1307, 1358 may come into focus. I don't anticipate 1320, 25 to come into focus. I reckon it's a bit too far out of range. So 1358 may just be the far end of range here to the upside on the XAUUSD. What we'll do now is have a brief look here at the daily chart, see how price have been developing on the XAUUSD. So as we can see here on this daily chart, we've had our lows forming around that 1283s or so. Had prices head towards that 1307.18. But we did have the added confluence of 200 period moving average daily chart. Brief pullback. I didn't quite test the 1288. Found support in around 1290, from which we did post relative higher lows in relation to the previous low. So we've had these lows here, higher lows. From there, we've not seen the momentum follow through. We've seen the degree of decision as indicated by these dojis. We have seen a bit of sell side momentum come back into the market. We've now had a test of a 1305. So there remains a possibility of seeing a further breakdown in prices. And if we do see a break of possibly the lows in around that high 1283s, just around that 1284, possibly acceleration to the downside, possibly down towards that 1270.10, where we do have a daily confluence of the 400 period moving average here on the daily chart. We could potentially find support if we do break down all the way down towards that level. If, however, we can see that bullish buy side momentum return to the market around that 1288 or that 1284, again, we're looking for another test of that 1307 and possibly looking for prices to then head up towards that 1320.25 or a 1325, our previous area which we turned around in the market. And with that said, that pretty much wraps up the XAUUSD analysis. Thanks for watching.